Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a historical Truth with Consequences, because this is the last show on Westwood 1, bro. I have lived up to all my contractual obligations. We've been on Westwood 1 for 1 year. I was contacted by Tim Sabian sometime back in May, and Tim told me, Vince, once the contract is up in September, we are not going to be renewing the contract. I'll be honest with you, bro, I was really happy to hear that. You know, bro, models, I'm just shooting straight with you guys now from the hip. Models like Westwood 1 and models like Podcast 1, bro, unless you're a Chris Jericho, unless you're a Steve Austin, there's just really no money to be made when you are on a platform, a podcasting platform. And, bro, that's for a couple of reasons. Number one, bro, the way it works is you get a percentage of the advertising sales they get. Bro, I don't know if anybody noticed or not, but wrestling numbers are going down. So, bro, there aren't people waiting in line to advertise on wrestling shows, bro. Wrestling, bro, it's becoming a freaking dead industry. I've been saying it over and over and over and over and over again for years and years and years, and the numbers back that up. That's why when I got into podcasting, I said, bro, I am not putting my eggs in the wrestling basket. I am putting my eggs in the Vince Russo basket. I am going to have control and control my own destiny. Okay, bro, because, I can control the direction of the brand. I make the decisions, bro. If I'm successful, it's because of my decisions. If I fail, it's because of my decisions. I'll take those odds any day of the week. But the bottom line is, bro, people don't want to spend money advertising in wrestling. And when they do, bro, of course, they want to advertise on the Austins and the Jerichos. And, those guys wind up, getting the lion's share of the advertising money. And rightfully so, bro. They got the most popular shows with the biggest numbers. Guys, at the end of the day, I was a wrestling writer. I wasn't main eventing WrestleMania, bro. I wasn't on Raw every single week, but I have been able to parlay, my wrestling career into a nice little business that I am very happy with. I mean, guys, I walked away from wrestling 8 years ago. I've been doing podcasting now for over 5 years, and the brand continues to grow. So the importance of the platform for Westwood 1, Podcast 1, the importance of it, bro, was to promote the brand, get the brand out to more people. That was the trade-off. I give them content. I know I'm not going to make any money in advertising, but I will have a larger platform to reach more people. When we reach those people, then we can convert them over into brand members. russosbrand.com, bro. That's where we do a dozen shows a week, bro, for less than $1 a week. We have former wrestlers on there that know and understand the business. Big Vito LaGrasso, the Disco Inferno, Ben Hameen, Stevie Richards, Shane Douglas, bro. We have Goldilocks from TNA. We have Castrating the Marks. We have a Raw SmackDown review. We have Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Disco, where we cover all the news. That was the whole point of Westwood 1, bro, to bring people over to that format, bro. And, like I said, bro, it is still less than $1 a week. You can opt out at any time. Just go to russosbrand.com. So, bro, when Tim Sabian called me in May, I was like, bro, no problem, but I had to prepare. Bro, Tim was nice enough and gracious enough to say, Vince, I'm going to help you get on another platform where they will pay more attention to you. You will garnish more of their time, and they will help promote you more. Bro, listen, I've been around the block for a couple of times, and I know Tim meant well, but I knew that was never going to happen. And I did not count on that happening, not for a second. The second Tim told me about the contract expiring when the year was up, I knew immediately we were going on Patreon. Why go on Patreon, bro? Bro, real simple. A couple of reasons. Number one, I can control Patreon. I am the boss. I am not answering to anybody, bro. That is the way I like it, bro. So that is the main reason to go over to Patreon, bro. I am in complete control. So I really looked forward into moving Truth with Consequences over to Patreon. I was very happy about that. I knew that was going to be the home. Bro, here's a second reason. Bro, Patreon does not rip you off. They do not take a large percentage of the donations made. They take their percentage, and it's a very fair percentage. But, the fact of the matter is they let us be content providers, and then people sponsor us. The more you sponsor us, bro, the more content we can provide. Because, sometimes I think people lose sight of the fact that providing content, creating content costs money. There's computer programs, there's computer equipment, bro. There's microphones, there's cameras, there's paying other talents, there's production costs. There's a lot of costs that come involved with providing content. So I've always loved the idea of Patreon, bro, because we can control our content. We get, people, our sponsors, they're Patreons, bro. They like our content. They pay us monthly, and we provide more content. So I knew from the get-go we were going to move this show over to Patreon. And starting September 17th, bro, next week, we are not going to miss a beat. The show's going to drop at the same time, bro, on Patreon, bro. Patreon, what is it? Patreon.com/RussoTWC. Truth with Consequences is not going to miss a beat. Patreon.com/RussoTWC, and it will be hosted by Vic Venom. And you will not see Vic Venom anywhere else, bro, but Patreon. He will not be on the Realm Network. He will not be on Russo's brand. He will not be on YouTube. He will not be on Twitch. The only place you will find Vic Venom is patreon.com/RussoTWC. We've lowered our tier, bro, to $5 a month, so you can listen to the show every week. But remember, bro, you're paying for us to provide content. This is what we do for a living. Guys, Jeff Lane doesn't work for free. Stevie, Ben, Disco, these guys don't work for free, bro. I have to pay these guys. And how I pay them is by you sponsoring and supporting the content. So next week, bro, Truth with Consequences with Vic Venom goes on patreon.com/RussoTWC. Bro, sign up now. Sign up now. So today's going to be a special show, bro. I asked you people to send in questions. I said I would not duck anything. As a matter of fact, bro, I have not read the questions in advance. I'm going to be reading them for the first time live here on the air. I am going to answer every question. I duck nothing, bro. There are no skeletons in my closet. I have nothing to hide. I am an open book. I have not even gone over these questions yet. I'm just going to go to my email, and I'm going to read them right off the computer, and I am going to answer each and every one of them. Before I do, guys, I got some shout outs. I want to shout out to Matthew David Slater. He has been a loyal member of the brand for a very, very long time. And, Matthew is always very, very generous. I think he got something like 6 shout outs when we played Spin the Wheel over at Twitch .tv/Vince Russo Live for SummerSlam. Guys, I got a bunch of new Patreons. You guys are moving over there. You're signing up for Patreon. I want to give you shout outs, bro, for joining our Patreon family. Louis Sicenti, Ken Brown Jr., Dan S., Jason Ham, Upstream Fool, Jeff Barrett, Brendan Zelschuk, William Ricci, Christopher Bodley, Darian Singleton, Ben Wilcox, David Hardy, Matthew DeVenti, Hector X Ramos, S. Ramos, Yuval Cohen, Mike Roach, Lucky Truth. I know Lucky. Ryan and Christos Kezaglu. Christos Kezaglu, those are the newest members of Patreon. You join Patreon, guys, you get a shout out on this show. I thank you guys very, very, very much for the Patreons. So the stuff you guys got to remember is Russo's brand, a dozen shows a week, less than $1 a week. That's it. russosbrand.com. Sign up, the Realm Network. Guys, we are adding a whole other tier to that. And I'm going to be talking about that at our later date. You want to join Patreon? You want Vic Venom, bro? Patreon.com/RussoTWC. And I am on Twitter. I'm sorry, guys, Twitch all the time. I am on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. Also follow me on Twitter at the Vince Russo, bro. I never promote my Twitter handle. Please follow me on Twitter at the Vince Russo. Bro, while you're at it, follow my son on Twitter at WillyRu42, WILLYRU42. So, guys, this is the last show on Westwood One. I want to thank Westwood One, bro. They've been very good to us. I want to thank Tim Sabian for bringing us on, even though Tim is no longer at Westwood One, bro. I didn't find that out until months after he left. But I want to thank them, bro, for giving us the opportunity. It's been a good working relationship. I have nothing bad to say about Westwood One. So, guys, let's go now to the mailbag. And I am going to answer all the questions. Like I said, guys, I did not read these in advance, guys. I did not read them in advance, so I'm going to go through these one by one, bro. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, a lot of them are just people putting the show over. I'm not going to get into it. Okay, bro, TWC, best questions. Oh, my God, there is a lot of questions here by Dan Day. You ever tempted to write yourself into a physical encounter with a female wrestler, or has any woman tried to seduce you in any way for her wrestling career? No, bro. Never tried to write any physicality with myself and a woman wrestler, and no woman ever tried to seduce me. Number two, how did you get into the mode for writing for Mankind, Undertaker, Abyss-type wrestlers? With more creepy atmospheres, bro? That was a lot of fun for me because they were characters and you could really get creative. You can create a little world for them that only they lived in. So those were some of my favorite characters to write for, you know, people like Goldust, Mankind, you know, like Abyss Taker. I mean, those were some of my favorite characters. How come Dennis Rodman didn't win the WCW title? Can you imagine where that would go? I was not there when Dennis Rodman wrestled for WCW, so I can't answer that question. The top fights on the brand where things got too heated and what you think about it now. Well, bro, the top fights would have no question had to include the Disco Inferno. Disco and I fight quite a bit. We agree on a lot of things, bro, but we also disagree on a lot of things. So I can't think of any fights specifically, bro, but they've mainly included Disco. You ever do business with Ultimate Warrior, and what was that like? Yes, bro, I talk about it many times. I considered the Ultimate Warrior a friend. I got along with him very well. We had a lot of personal conversations. I really respected the man. I thought he was on a playing field all his own. I think he was very misunderstood, but for some reason, bro, this dopey New Yorker understood him. And I had a great relationship with him. When's the last time you had a shoot fight? The last time I had a shoot fight, bro, I was probably in the 9th grade. This kid put me in a headlock. I went down to one knee, and as I was on one knee, bro, I threw a right to the kid's face, bloodied the kid's nose. The fight was over, bro. I'll be honest with you. That was the only fight I ever got into in my entire life. Billy Ray's was the name of the kid, bro. You ever think of other women to get hyped for relations with the old lady? No, bro, never. Bro, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be married 36 years, September 10th. Bro, my wife still turns me on 36 years later. That is a shoot. I love looking at, attractive, beautiful women, bro. Never interested in them. My wife, after 36 years, still turns me on to this day. So no, bro, I never think of other women. What did your mom, dad think about the Attitude Era and family, the kids for that matter? Bro, nobody in my family watched wrestling. Nobody in my family was a fan of wrestling. It was just my job, bro. What are some weird ideas people had that you had to put the kibosh on? Well, bro, I don't know. There are a few that come to mind. Vince McMahon wanting Dustin Rhodes to be the naked guy and run around naked. That one really comes to mind all the time. Can you write 10 reasons why you love Jeff Lane? No, I can't. Okay, bro, let me go to the next question. That was a lot of questions, Dan. A lot of questions. Here's one from Matthew Humphrey. Vince, Twitch subscriber. My question is sort of a two-parter. What do you consider to be the best storyline you were involved with in TNA, that you were involved with on screen, and 2, that you worked on solely behind the scenes? Well, bro, I love doing sex, sports entertainment extreme at TNA. I thought that was a great angle, bro. Really one of the best things I ever did on camera. I really enjoyed that. Behind the scenes, bro, I love the Main Event Mafia. I loved working with all those guys. I think we told some really, really, really good stories there. Okay, bro, Jordan Ganatra. What was it like being WCW World Champion, and how did the fans take it? Guys, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Unless you're a total mark, bro, being the WCW champion was just another show, bro. It was just another episode of another show. That's all it was. I never thought twice about it. It was just a chapter in the book, bro. That's all it was. Bro, if you get all upset about me being the WCW champion for 3 days or whatever it is, bro, I got to be honest with you. You're a total mark. You're a total mark. It was a television show, bro, and that was just another episode of the show. That is it. Okay, Badar Ishmael. Just curious to know, when did you start using the word bro? Vic Venom never says bro, and I watched some Live Wire episodes as well and some of your old clips backstage, WWF. You never said bro, so when did that start? God, I don't know, Badar. I really don't know when bro started, how bro started. I don't know. I wish I could answer that question, bro. I honestly don't know. But Dar has another question. You have once said you can't and don't watch Rock movies mainly because of the fact you were never acknowledged by him. You wanted to watch Jumanji because of Jack Black, but couldn't. But a few months ago, it's all good, isn't it? Rock did tweet in your defense. Now, would you be open to brand members suggesting you Rock movies to watch? Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle would be a good place to start. What do you say, Uncle Vince? Yeah, bro, I was very thankful, Badar, that The Rock did put me over on a tweet. Bro, the fact of the matter is a lot of Rock's movies are action movies. And bro, I'm not into that genre. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not an action movie guy. Bro, I never saw one episode of Fast and the Furious. I am just not interested. Bro, the only action I like, I'll be honest, bro, the only action movies that I like and am a fan of is John Wick. I like the John Wick movies. Outside of that, bro, I'm just not an action adventure guy. Okay, Stuart Doig. Is this a comment or a question, bro? I sent my questions to your Twitter page. Bro, you can't send them to the Twitter page. I told you to send them to officialvincerusso@gmail.com, so I'm going to move on. Bill, I'm sad to see you leave Westwood One, but I understand. My first question is, why do you believe no one has done a show talking about Livewire? Not JR, not Conrad, not even Bruce. Also, I want to do a podcast outside of wrestling. What would be your advice to get done correctly? Bill from Wisconsin. Bro, nobody's done a show about Livewire because it probably wasn't around long enough, bro. I don't know how many episodes Livewire lasted for, bro, but I don't think it was around for a long time. Bro, advice to podcasters, stay consistent, bro. It's a long haul and it's a long process. You're not going to make money overnight. It takes years and years and years to build a brand. But the way you build a brand, bro, is through consistency. What do I mean by consistency, bro? Being there when you say you're going to be there. That's what I mean. Okay, bro, Scott Wild from New Zealand. Can you tell us the working process with Don Callis, the Jacqueline WWF 98-99? What ideas did you have for him going forward, and was it true he had heat with everybody backstage? Thanks so much for Scott. Bro, I can't remember, like 98, 99. Think about how long ago that was, bro. It was 20 years ago. I can't remember any specific plans we had in mind for Don Callis. I will tell you, I like Don very much. Don was very smart. Don was very creative. I always had a good relationship with Don. He did have heat backstage, bro, and it was stupid shit like, you know, Don dressing by himself, not dressing in the locker room with the boys for whatever reason. I don't know, but it was just stupid wrestling shit like that, bro. Stuff that I don't miss. Jeremy Marks has two questions. Jeremy Marks. If Jeff Lane has a kid and asks you to be the godfather, do you accept or politely decline? Bro, I don't think that's... First of all, I can't see Jeff having kids. I'll be honest with you, bro. Jeff's kind of up there in age. Jeff isn't married. I don't think Jeff's going to have any kids. I don't think that's going to happen. Here's number two. Is there a gripe between you and Conrad Thompson? It was mentioned with him that you didn't want your new number given to him. Didn't know if there was some low-key heat there. I don't have any heat with Conrad Thompson, bro. I've had a couple of conversations with Conrad on the phone. I think Conrad is very smart. I think Conrad knows exactly what he's doing. I think Conrad knows how to create controversy. Because Conrad knows that people love controversy. I don't have any heat. I don't have any problems with Conrad Thompson. I did not want him to have my phone number, bro, because at the time I had just changed my phone number and I really wasn't giving it out to anybody, bro. So I don't have any heat with Conrad Thompson, Jeremy. Okay, let me move on. Crystal Lunsford. How long do you see yourself doing this show? Twitch? I mean, at what point do you walk away? I'm a huge fan, and comedy entertainment these days is like a needle in a haystack. I'm hoping you're here for a long one. Bro, everybody knows. I've said it, bro. I am going to stop talking about wrestling at 60. Bro, there could be wrestling shows on my network. Everybody else can talk about wrestling all they want. I am not going to talk about wrestling when I'm 60. Bro, the average lifespan for a male in 2019 is 76. Okay, bro, that gives me 16 years. In my last 16 years on this earth, I do not want to be talking about wrestling. The brand will continue. Shows will continue. New shows will continue. New ideas will continue. Vince Russo will go on, bro. But I am going to unplug myself from wrestling. Let's see, September, October, November, December, January. In a year and 4 months, bro. I've made that promise to myself. A lot of good questions here, bro. I'm going to go through them all. Jason Cowell, what is the biggest regret you have in any promotion you ever worked for and why? Bro, the biggest regret I have, Jason, is getting so wrapped up in my job that I put my family on the back burner. I'm ashamed of myself for that because the people I was working for did not give a shit about me. They did not give a shit about my family. And bro, I'm a very driven guy. I'm a very goal-orientated guy. That's just my nature, bro, to always do the best I can in whatever I'm doing. And I regret that, bro. My family should have never took a backseat to anything. Here is Zach W. How was the Billy Kidman-Hulk Hogan feud from your point of view? Do you think the kid could have eventually made it as a top star with the right creative direction? You know, bro, I wrote that show, that angle off of a shoot because Hogan really made some shoot comments about Kidman. So I said, well, you know what, bro, Kidman can't feel too good about those comments. Let's go somewhere with this. The problem is Hulk Hogan did not want to do business with Billy Kidman because he felt that Billy Kidman was below him. If Hulk would have worked for us, bro, I think it would have helped Billy Kidman. But unfortunately, that did not work out. Tom Armstrong. Not so much a question, but I always loved the Gangrel character in The Brood. So I would love to hear you take a little bit about coming up with that character, the entrance, putting Edge and Christian with Gangrel, and what you thought of them as a group and as a wrestler. Okay, bro, first of all, Gangrel was a name that was already out there. It was some gothic comic book series, bro. Somebody sent me the book. We got the rights from the company. That's where Gangrel came up with. I had nothing to do with the entrance, bro. I give 100% credit to Kevin Dunn and his crew. I think putting Edge and Christian with them was a no-brainer because they looked the part. All three guys looked very, very cool. Guys, I think a cool, hip group of people living a vampire lifestyle. I think that could exist today if done the right way. But I have nothing but good things to say about them. Let's see what else we got, bro. Going down the list, a lot of good questions. Danielle Aldape. I think that's how you say it, Aldape. Why didn't we ever get a Rock and HBK feud when you were writing for the WWE? That would have been a great rivalry. Bro, because, wrestling's kind of organic, bro, and you kind of let wrestling write itself. And I know when I was there, Shawn Michaels came and went a couple of times. So it just never aligned up, bro. I mean, that's really it. It just never lined up. When you did interviews for the Attitude Era WWE DVD, when they talk about you jumping ship to WCW, you never brought up in the interview the real reason you left. Vince said you should get a nanny. Was that not discussed or simply didn't make the DVD? And what was the whole DVD process like? Bro, I don't remember ever getting asked that question. I don't remember ever getting asked that question. And bro, I don't know how I would have answered it because quite frankly, if I would have told the story about Vince, I would have known that they would have cut it out anyway. So to answer your question, bro, I don't remember ever getting asked that question, Daniel. It would have been interesting if they would have asked me, but they didn't. Okay, let's see. Okay, somebody wants to know if I'm doing fantasy football, and the answer is no. Steve Ord, do you have any good memories, funny stories about when you used to own the video stores that you haven't shared before? That seems like it would be an interesting business to run, and I haven't heard you talk that much about. I loved owning the video stores, bro. especially being a pioneer in that industry, bro. We had some of the first mom and pop stores on Long Island. I had 2 video stores, bro. I loved it. I would be doing that now if it were up to me, but we all know what happened to the video business. The internet killed the video business, just like the internet killed the wrestling business. But man, I've told all the good stories, bro, but I really, really enjoyed that part of my life and that journey. Mike Roach. How disappointing was to have TNA reunite you and Ed in 09 only to bring in Hogan and Bischoff? I mean, they couldn't give you 6 months to show what you and Ed could do. They just cut your balls off immediately. Yeah, it was disappointing, bro. It was disappointing that Dixie did all that kind of behind my back. And there was never really a conversation. We never really got to talk about the pluses and the minuses. So, yes, it was disappointing. Daniel Kale. On a Something to Wrestle episode, Bruce was asked what ideas were Ed Ferrara's during his time at the writing table. Bruce said he couldn't think of any. I take this with a pinch of salt, as Bruce has never put over anything Chris Koski has done either. What would you say were 2 of Ed's biggest storyline contributes? Hey, bro, I can't tell you like storyline-wise because I really can't remember that specific. What I could tell you is Ed was very thorough. Ed knew how to tell a story. Ed knew how to define and develop characters. There was an artistry to what Ed did. Ed was very smart. Ed was brilliant. Vince Russo definitely needed an Ed Ferrara. But specifically, what was mine? What was his? God, bro, we had so many conversations like every single day. It is really, really hard for me to get specific. And, bro, a lot of them were like Lennon and McCartney working together, bro. We developed a lot of this stuff together. That was the relationship we had. Okay, guys, I am moving right along here. Quality Pro painting services. What is the biggest regret you have from your wrestling career? I answered that, bro. Putting my family on the back burner. DJ Tetro. I would like to ask you what, in your opinion, has been your greatest achievement in the wrestling world? That would be, bro, putting the belt on Booker T. Putting the belt on somebody that spent his whole career working hard, doing the right thing, and not playing politics, and was buried by the Sharks. And being able to put the belt on him and stand up for him, that was my proudest achievement. Okay, I think that is it. Let me go on. Craig Galheisen. If DX never happened and he stayed as a single star, what would you have done storyline-wise with Shawn Michaels? Bro, I do not know. I mean, bro, Craig, wrestling has a tendency to write itself. It's very organic. You just kind of go with stories and see what happens. So it's really hard for me to answer that question. Baron Lecter. Because of the current climate of wrestling and wrestlers that look like children, this might be a hard question to answer. If you were hired on to WWE Creative to book Brawl for All 2019, what 8 performance artists would you book for that tournament, keeping in mind need for exposure and all your brands? Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God, man. Well, if it were up to me, bro, I would book all the big guys. So I would book Strowman. I would book Lashley. I would book Lesnar. I would book McIntyre. That's 4 big guys right there. Then I would book Seth Rollins, bro, to see how far he would go. You know what, bro? Dolph Ziggler comes to mind because Dolph comes across as a great athlete. I would like to see Dolph Ziggler mix it up. That's 6. That leaves 2. Bro, I'll be honest with you. For my own morbid curiosity, I would like to see what kind of a tough guy Samoa Joe was. That leaves 7. And 8, bro, maybe AJ Styles, because AJ Styles is a tough guy, bro. And I would love to see AJ really get hot and mix it up. That was a good question, bro. That would be my 8, Baron. Lewis Coleman, what's the craziest thing you ever seen happen backstage? Well, probably 2 things. Luna Vachon almost kills Sonny, and Vader almost loses hearing because he stood too close to the pyro. Those are 2 things that really come to mind immediately. John Paul Fuster. Hey, Vince, thank you for your continued entertainment. You provide me personally both with the brand TT since its inception, and good luck to Vic Venom. You said many times that the next year was mapped out before yourself and had left the WWE. I've never said that, bro. The next year was not mapped out at all. I've never said that, bro. I think you're misunderstanding. What I said was everything was in place for the WWE to ride the wave. That's what I said. We had nothing mapped out for the next year, bro. So that's not correct, John. As you know, I'm a huge mark of The Rock. So my question is, I appreciate you not paying much attention. Did Rock's year play out as you had envisioned? Yeah, bro, I did not envision any of that, bro. We like I said, bro, we wrote wrestling organically, so we would have not known where we were going in the next year. Sorry to bother you, but I run a company making custom Funko Pops, and we would love to gift one to you. Would this interest you? Yeah, yes, bro. I got to reply this and say, yes, very much. I want a Funko Pop of me. Yes. Very much. Boom. Yeah, let me get a Funko Pop of myself, bro. All right, let me go back to the questions. Arian H, if you were to go back in wrestling career and do with thing different, what would it be? Bro, I would blow it up and start over. In my opinion, there's nothing working in the WWE, bro. So I would start from scratch. I would not try to salvage their mess. Hey, Vince, will you ever work with Ed Ferrara again in some form of capacity? Neither of you will ever be involved in the pro wrestling business again, but would anything else come along that you would both? Yeah, bro, Ed's teaching now, and I'm podcasting now, so I don't see that ever happening. Would I be 1,000% open to it? Absolutely, bro. I love Ed. I would love to work with Ed again. Absolutely, bro. From Andrew in San Antonio. Ho, Vince, I just want to know if you can shout me out on your podcast. I enjoy every Truth or Consequence episode. We'll be subbing to your Patreon page. Mr. Tijerina, Andrew from San Antonio. There is your shout out. Hey, Vince, have you had a chance to see any of MJF's mic work over the past few months? I'd be surprised if you didn't. I have not, bro. I have not. But when we start our AEW review on russosbrand.com in October, I'm sure I will talk about it. Dakota. Let's see. A marathon in the entire series of Lost with Jeff Lane. Snacks are your choice, but you have to wear the puke hat. If you had a choice between a marathon of the entire season of Lost, with watching a marathon, snacks are my choice, I had to wear a puke hat, or a marathon of Brooke Tessmacher matches with Scott Casey Gale, but you had to wear a blindfold and snacks chosen by Dixie Carter. The second one, bro. I would never, ever, ever put Jeff's puke hat on my head. Never in a million years, bro. Let's see. Who's next here? Have you caught any of the current Impact product under Anthem? If so, what is your opinion of it? What would you consider adding coverage to it? Realm Network. No, bro, I have not caught it. I don't think we're going to add it to Realm because there's already too much out there, bro. I can't be watching 20 hours of wrestling a week, man. I just can't do it, bro. Let's see. Here's Badar again. What is your heat, if any, with Edge and Christian? Edge once took an indirect shot at you on a show. You winning the WCW title, never named you, though. Why is there animosity from there? And if it's, I have no idea, bro. Ask them. Don't ask me. I have no animosity whatsoever towards Ed and Christian. I'm not even going to begin to guess, bro. I have zero idea. I have no idea, bro. I don't even know if there is animosity, but I don't know. All right, guys, let me see if there is any more. Okay, here's one from Chris Morris. Vince, had you not left WWE in 1999, what direction would you have gone into? 2000, 2001, 2002. By this time, as good as your writing was, the attitude would have run its course, and a new direction would have been an alternative. Exactly what I did at TNA, bro. It would have been more improvisational. Not every single word would have been scripted. There would have been some improv involved. That's what we were doing at Sports Entertainment Extreme. Okay, let me see what else, guys. I got to go to the next page. Do you recall plans going forward for Owen Hart had he not passed? He stated in an interview, had a couple of years before he retired. So, bro, I don't. Again, bro, we wrote very, very, very organically. We did not have long-time specific plans really for anybody, bro. Okay, here's another one by Bedar. You have previously stated several months ago you were doing a TNA show with Matt Coon and said that you always felt intimidated by Jeff Hardy. Why is that so? What was your relation like with Jeff, and how were you? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe because Jeff really is a very, very mysterious guy, bro. He's very quiet. He kept to himself a lot. He stayed to himself a lot. I did not know a lot about Jeff. And, bro, I think part of that intimidation might have come from Jeff being a legitimate superstar. I think Jeff Hardy was a legitimate superstar, bro. So that's my only guess. All right, let's see, bro, if we got any more here. Here's a question from Benjamin Trek. Why do you think Vince McMahon ended the Attitude Era? The formula was so successful. I don't think it would have gotten stale. Was it the lack of ability to write? Then why did they change their title? It was the lack of the ability to write, bro. Vince did not write the Attitude Era. Russo and Ferrara wrote the Attitude Era. Vince tweaked it, but he did not write it. I've said many times, bro, Vince McMahon cannot write a show on a blank piece of paper. So if you want to know my honest to good opinion, he did not know where to go with it, bro. I'm just being honest with you. Okay, let me see if we got more. That was Joseph. No, that was Benjamin. He is Joseph. Hello, Vince. Steve Mondo McMichael is one of my favorite pro wrestlers. He had great mic skills along with a unique style of wrestling. My question is for you. How would you have booked Mongo during your tenure in WCW? Bro, it's hard to say. He wasn't there when I was there, bro. He just wasn't there. So I never thought about how I would book him. And really, bro, I would have to know a little bit more about him on a personal level. So the fact that I never worked with him, bro, that's very difficult for me to answer. Sorry about that, Steve, Joseph. Here is another one. UVZZ. Oh, my God, bro. Glow is probably my favorite show right now. There's never a dull moment. Have you finished all 3 seasons? I was hoping you might discuss what your thoughts are. And maybe on the show, you can even tell us what directions you would go for some of the characters. Bro, I only saw like maybe the first 4 episodes of Glow. Then it kind of lost me, bro. And that's really not on Glow. I just have a very short attention span, bro. Something's really got to catch me for me to watch every single show. Glow did not catch me that way, bro. And I'm a huge Mark Maron mark. It lost me, bro. It lost me. So I really can't answer that, Z. That's my honest opinion, man. All right, guys, let me go back. Hold on. I don't know how many more there are. Let's see. I answered quite a bit though, bro. No? Okay, here's one from Ben. What are some newer releases you're looking forward to on vinyl? But gosh, Ben, I don't really stay on top of new vinyl. I usually find out about them once they come out, bro. So I can't answer that, Ben. I'm sorry. I'm not. There's really nothing I'm looking forward to on vinyl. Let's see, guys. I have a wish list. If there is something I'm looking forward to, that's where it would be. Let's see. Here's one. This is from Badar again. He sent in quite a few. I'm so glad to decided to do a Q&A. Been itching to know the explanation for this. When you did a show on The Rock last year, your closing words were quite upsetting to hear. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but he kind of wished he'd acknowledge you. Rock, I helped you, man. Do you realize what you're giving me some props would do for my brand and my credibility? Okay, I'm assuming I said that. On March 22nd, 2019, he tweeted out this in your defense and gave you the recognition you deserve. But why did you never talk about this on your shows? You missed it, Badar. I definitely talked about that on the show without a shadow of a doubt. You didn't address this or mention it on any of the shows of the brand. Yes, I did, bro. You missed it. I was really hoping for you to mark out and tell everybody how much you appreciated it. Of course, I'm sure it meant a lot to you from The Rock. Just curious to know why you didn't bring it up. I did bring it up, Badar. You must have missed it. Maybe I brought it up on Truth with Consequences. I don't remember, but I definitely brought it up. I know I did. All right, guys, let's see what else we got here. Hold on. Here's another one from Badar. I noticed that Bruce Pritchard still follows you on Twitter, but you don't, understandably so. Have you ever considered DMing him? If not, why is that? Bro, I've discussed that. Bruce has burned me in the past, and I was always the guy that went back and tried to, rebuild the bridge. I'm not doing it anymore, bro. Bro, there comes a point in your life when sometimes you got to smarten up, bro. And sometimes having certain people in your life is not a good thing. And that's the point I came to with Bruce, bro. I really loved Bruce. I considered Bruce a friend. But, bro, it just got to the point where I was burned by the guy too many times. So I have no interest in DMing him or burying the hatchet. I'm done with it, bro. Like, I wish him good luck, bro. Good for him, but I am done to it. Badar says, obviously, you're all not getting any younger and life is too short. Anything can happen. God forbid something happens to him and he gets sick. What would you regret it or would you reach out to him? Bro, I reached out to Bruce after he went behind my back at TNA, bro, and became my boss. And he had a heart attack after that, and I reached out to him. Bro, you don't have to tell me God life is too short. I'm not the one with the issues, bro. Even though he is so full of the untrue things he said about you, but do you ever reflect upon the good times you guys once had when you were genuinely friends? And just by thinking that, would you consider talking to him? No, bro, I don't. Like I said, bro, sometimes you need to pull the weeds out of your life. And you need to eliminate some of the things that are no longer a positive in your life. That's it, bro. That's my decision. I don't hold any grudges. If I saw Bruce tomorrow, I would say hello. But as far as a friendship or anything like that, I mean, those days are over, bro. Let's see. That may be it, bro. Guys, I think that is it. I think I answered every question in about an hour. There were a lot of questions there. That was every single one of them, bro. I didn't know what they were. I answered them as they came up, bro. So, guys, this is it, bro. This is the end of the road for Westwood One. I want to thank Westwood One, bro, for the opportunity. I want to thank all the people I worked with over there. Good people. I want to thank Tim Sabian for bringing me aboard. But, bro, like they say, one door closes, another one opens. Well, I don't know if it was open or if it was kicked in, because Vic Venom will be sitting in this seat this time next week, bro. Not me. He won't be in this office. It will be Vic Venom, bro. And you can see him. And, bro, he's going to be unfiltered. He's going to be uncensored. He's going to say what he really thinks about everything, bro. In 2019, the guy's been away for 20 years. I'm sure there is a lot of frustration vented up. It's all going to come out next week, guys. Vic Venom, Truth with Consequences, exclusively on Patreon. Patreon.com, bro, /RussoTWC. Remember to check out the brand, bro. Disco, Shane Douglas, Stevie Riches, Benjamin, Big Vito LaGrasso. The list goes on and on and on and on. A dozen shows a week, less than $1. Russo'sBrand.com, bro. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. Guys, I got a Venom vinyl on eBay. You could see me there. I put a lot of records up for sale. I even autograph them for you if you'd like. I have an art gallery, bro. Vince Russo original art on eBay. You could see some of my paintings behind me. I paint live on Twitch every Wednesday, bro. You could see what I'm painting. You could join in. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me on Westwood One. Bro, let the journey continue, guys. I will see all of you next week. Patreon.com/RussoTWC. Take care, everybody. Patreons, what is up, bro? I saved some juicy questions, bro, just for you, bro. These questions are not going to go out to everybody on Westwood One, bro. It is just for you. These questions were hand-selected, bro, for my beloved Patreon members. So, bro, here we go. Tony Keown, I think. Since Matt Kuhn was an original co-host of TWC, I have a question about your thoughts on Matt leaving the show. Do you think Matt left TWC to salvage his relationship with the internet community and dirt sheet marks prior to attending Sawcast, if and double nothing? If you want an honest answer from me, Tony, yes, I do think so. Because of the timing, bro. You know, his reason to leave came out of nowhere. It was an email in the middle of the night. Matt told me over and over and over again, I'm committed to this to the end. I'm committed to this to the end. I'm committed to this to the end. And obviously he wasn't, bro. So do I think that had something to do with it? Yes, absolutely. I believe. I don't know if that's the truth or not. That's just my opinion, and that is my belief. Okay, bro. Jim Cortzorlios. What do you think when Cornette said he wanted to urinate on your grave? What do I think, bro? You want to know what I think? You want to know the truth? I think he's a freaking idiot, bro. I think he's an absolute idiot. I have a wife, bro. I have a family. I have a father. To say something like that, bro, is not only idiotic, but it is absolutely childish. I would never, ever say that about anybody, bro. I don't wish bad will on anybody. I don't want anybody to die. I'm not a child, bro. I'm not going to say I would piss on their grave. I would not go as far as getting a shirt made. I think it was very, very childish. That's my true opinion, bro. And Jim's got another question. What do you think of the Magnificent Morocco, and why did you think he has never appeared on any of the shows? Guys, I loved Don Morocco. I was a complete Don Morocco mark. I love the guy, bro. I don't know why we've never seen him on WWE programming. I don't know, but man, you are talking about a number one Don Morocco, Mr. Fuji fan. Dan Vernette has a question. I definitely don't want to miss out on future TWC episodes. Is CWC included in a Realm subscription, or is it exclusive to Patreon only? Patreon only, bro. Truth with Consequences, Patreon only. Patreon.com/Russo TWC. Oh, bro, I got to take a breath for a second. There are a lot of good questions, guys. I am so happy that you sent me these questions. Let me catch a breath here because I'm trying to go through them quickly, bro, because there is a lot. And I said I was going to answer every one of them, and I'm going to do that. Eric Castro. What is the next time you and Jeff Lane will be in the same room together? I have no idea, Eric. Will we have a castrating the marks with the diva? It could be entertaining. Absolutely not, bro. My daughter will never appear on this show. If the opportunity presents itself, if the WWE gave you a live mic and gave you 50 minutes to say anything you want to say, would you do it? Cutting a promo on the McMahon family, the marks, the talent, and even say on live TV that the disco. Yes, I would. I would do that, bro. One time, one night only. Give me a microphone for 15 minutes. Absolutely, bro. Eric, I would do that in a heartbeat. Jason Bayless, I have a question. I want to preface this by saying that I just talked to Kevin Nash last Saturday at GeekCon in Shreveport, and his story of this was interesting. The Sid versus Benoit sold out 2,000 world title match that was originally supposed to be Sid versus Brett Benoit versus Jarrett before they got injured, and the match got changed and put them there, blah, 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 blah. You left WCW Tuesday before, but supposedly you had Sid going over Brett for the title. Had you stayed on the rest of that week, would you have had Sid beat Benoit? Kevin Nash said Sullivan trying to talk Sid into tapping clean to Benoit was like pulling teeth. Bro, I can't remember, Jason. I don't remember that at all. I'm not trying to I am not trying to back out of the answer. I don't remember that at all, Jason. I am very, very sorry. John Yorick. Do you ever regret, even if only a little, leaving the WWE for WCW? No, absolutely not. Have you stayed, you will probably still be employed by the same capacity with WWE. Not to mention the fact that company went public has to cause some regret on your part. Absolutely not at all, John. Not at all. Given what you did for the company at the time, I can't help but think had you never left, Vince McMahon would have been loyal to you and you have become a WWE lifer in the same capacity as Patterson and Briscoe. Surely this has crossed your mind. Does it ever cause you regret? Thanks for no. Bro, if that were the case, John, I would not be doing this. I love doing this, bro. I love the freedom of the brand. I love podcasting. I love being able to be creative. I love having an opinion. I love to entertain. I love to be able to say whatever I want to say. I would not have been able to do that. So there is absolutely zero regrets. Josh Friday, what's your favorite Bible verse or passage? Bro, it is right here on my arm. It is Mark 1:18, and it is as simple as, then they dropped their nets and followed him. And the reason, bro, why that is my favorite Bible verse, it's very simple, bro, and that's why I love it, because it's that simple, bro. Drop everything and follow God. It's that simple. Drop everything and follow. That's why I love that passage the best. They're talking about the apostles who were fishermen. They dropped their nets and they followed him. It was that simple. That's how simple it is for all us. Okay, Dan Vernate. When it looked like Hulk Hogan was coming to TNA for what would have been the first Bound for Glory pay-per-view in 2003, why did you think he was oblivious to the fact that by including yourself in the whole Why Jeff Why storyline, it would have definitely increased both TNA awareness and the pay-per-view buy rate? Oh God, I don't know, bro. I don't know. coming to TNA would have been the first Bound for Glory pay-per-view. Why do you think he was oblivious to the fact that by including yourself in the whole Why Jeff Why storyline? Bro, I don't know that. Like, that's a Hogan question, bro. Like, I don't know why Hogan thinks the way he does, bro. I can't answer that. That's a Hulk Hogan question. With all the crap that's gone on between you and Cornette and Bischoff, have you ever reached out privately to attempt to bury the hatchet? I know it's their problem, not yours. Or is it even worth the time as they are so pig-headed? It's not worth the time, bro. I have reached out through other people numerous times. Those guys hate my guts and want to have nothing to do with me. So that's it, bro. You know, that's their choice. If it were up to me, there would be no animosity. I can have a conversation with them and bury the hatchet, but they have zero interest in doing that. So, you know, that's their prerogative, bro. Charles Redman, my question for you is, back when you first signed with WCW, what were your initial impressions of both Guerrero and Benoit? Had you not been sent home, did you have any plans to push either of them? First of all, Charlie, I was never sent home. I went home. They wanted me to be part of a committee. I said I am not interested in that, and I am going home. But Eddie and Chris would have definitely been a big part of my plans. Also, had Turner decided to move Nitro to say Wednesday nights during the later years of the show, do you think that would have helped the ratings not being head-to-head with Raw? Or would it? Bro, no. The WCW, Turner, they wanted out of the wrestling business. Period. End of story. The ratings wouldn't have mattered. They wanted out of wrestling at that time. John Crowfoot. Hope this finds you well. Huge fan all the way back WWE through WCW, TNA, and beyond. Patriot member of TWC. I actually want to ask a question not related to wrestling. I know you're a huge music fan, so it's around that. What do you think vinyl albums have made such a recovery over the last few years? Is it just the audio quality, the whole packaging that you think? Please don't feel you need to answer. Just want to take part. I think it's everything, bro. I think they sound better. I think it's the packaging. I think it's the smell. I think it's the feel. I think it's the hunt of looking for old, rare albums. I think there are a million reasons, John, why vinyl made a comeback. All right, guys, there you go. Questions exclusive for you being Patreon members. Guys, remember, next week, Vic Venom right here, bro, on Patreon, coming exclusively to you. Thank you guys for all your support, for sponsoring us, for giving us the freedom and the ability and the privilege to provide and create content for you. Take care, everybody. Have a great, great day.